It's an absolutely embarrassing Crash 3, or Crash 2 rather.
Sony Computer Entertainment America presents a Universal Interactive Studios production. A game created and developed by Naughty Dog.
Nice button glitch. I'm not going for the one cycle here, by the way, because I don't know what this cycle even is. Yep. All three games in the trilogy are optimal in a different version of the game. J for Crash 1, PAL for Crash 2, and then US for Crash 3. Oh, can someone change the game to Crash 3? Yeah. I mean, it's the same for any percent with the exception that Crash 1 is optimal on US for any percent. That's the only difference. 2 and 3 are still PAL and US, respectively. This is a really good cycle. What the fuck? That's why I got those crates. Yeah, Crash 1's the only one where the category decides what version is optimal. Well, actually, that's technically not true. Crash 2, like, true any percent with the item glitch is arguably optimal on NTSC. But it's also possibly optimal on PSTV, which is PAL only, so they're both, like, roughly similar. PSTV has faster loads, but NTSC has faster bounces, which is important for that category. Got that crate. Yeah. Funny thing is, like, Crash 2 on PSTV has become notorious for how often it hardlocks, but I only ever got the hardlock on PSTV once. But Lord knows Zachi got it like every other run apparently. Twins on Xbox lags more than PS2, but the reason Caddy had it so bad is because he played it on 360. 360 is really laggy, but normal Xbox is very playable. Twins on PS3 is not finishable unless you do any percent because it crashes when you leave Academy of Evil. Twins on 360 is playable, but is extremely laggy. If I miss a crate, I'm gonna death abuse because I'm not playing with this one cycle today. You can play Twins on a backwards compatible PS3, Yogg. You just can't finish it. Unless you do any percent, because any percent skips Academy of Evil. Well, technically, if you do Sloth's route for 100%, you could play that on BCPS3. Yeah. But fucking imagine. Yeah, you can 100% the game if you use Dimension Skip. You'll just end up trapping yourself in the Academy of Evil because there'll be no way to get out without crashing. Yeah, basically, you go hub 1, hub 4, hub 2, hub 3 is the most basic way to explain it. It's technically the optimal route for Hundo, but it's so AIDS that literally nobody does it. Sorry, Twitch mobile crashed. Weren't you watching on their laptop? Society if Yogg watched on his laptop so you could see all the BTTV emotes. Dude, my wrist is like super worn out from 1 and 2. I'm so glad that Crash 3 is like 50% break from excessive movement. Spyro said that they were cleaning their apartment, I think. They popped in at the beginning of the stream, so probably lurking. Okay. I love this ramp. What did you do? Everything. No, Super Sue was saying how there was only 2 active mods in chat, so Yogg was like, where's Spyro? And I was just like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I thought of a really good meme of that today, and I don't remember what it was. Or was it yesterday where I thought that? Oh, you're waiting for your dinner. Okay. Dude, I love when like the DoorDash or Grubhub is just like obnoxiously slow. Like, yeah, we're on our way, and then they show up in like 30 minutes. And then my Chipotle burrito's cold, and I'm just like... That's fair, super fair. Yes, unhelpful is a word. Predictions! Get your predictions here! Understand why I have SFX off, but man, does the game feel weird without him? You get used to it, OT. A lot of people have said that, and then after being like in the stream for like 3 days of me running it, they're like, oh, I'm so used to it now. Such a nice vibe. I'm like, yeah. You honestly prefer it? That's not uncommon, Derek. I think I still ultimately prefer sounds, but I know a lot of people prefer having the SFX off just because you get to hear the music more. I actually like Rumble, but because I started using an analogless controller, I don't have Rumble anymore because they didn't support it. So that's something I actually had to get used to when I switched to analogless, was not having Rumble. Yeah, D-pad is optimal for all 3 games. Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah, I actually have 3 analogless controllers, but this is the only one I have where the D-pad's broken in enough where I like it. So I'm just probably gonna use it till it breaks. Yeah, for Crash 2 and 3, it's very, very optimal to use D-pad just because Crash is literally just programmed to move faster on like the 8 like diagonal and orthogonal directions than he is on like any of the analog directions. Yeah, there's like calibrated analog strats you could do in Crash 2 that make it faster than D-pad, but it's so impossible to control that nobody does it. I fucked with it for like 2 weeks and was like, it's not worth it. Only reason I do it would be if I wanted to grind to Crash 2 again and save my hands. Yo, Reeds. Glad I stream when you have lunch at work. That's good. I think the time I started tonight was good. Not too late, but also not so early that I alienate the people who like catch me on the other side of the world. I kind of want to like aim for like a 9 p.m. my time start time. And I got 9:30 tonight, which is progress. I think it's really crazy coincidence that there's Reeds TTV and then there's Reeds with like Z's at the end, and they're 2 completely different people. Nope, the frog could die on the way back. Not safe yet. Okay, now he's pretty safe. Zigzagging on the D-pad just to Crash 1 thing. Nope, it's in all 3 games. And in Crash 2, in Crash 2 and 3, you can zigzag your slides. That's part of why D-pad is so good in all 3. You've been caught in other streamers' chats. Yeah, I noticed it pretty early on and didn't say anything. Because first, like, for like, a few times I thought you were, like, the other Reeds, and then, like, Reeds actually popped in. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, no, I've noticed it now. You hear the lurker reads. That's fair. The other reads usually pops in when I'm playing Crash 4, but he also pops in sometimes when I'm playing other games. Dog shit at Crash 4 any. Yo, same. Crash 4 was just the first Crash game that made you game over in over a decade. Why were you playing with lives on? It's such a pointless feature. I've never played retro mode. I remember, like, pretty early on, someone was like, do you think they're going to split the categories between modern and retro? I was like, why? They are literally the same thing. Your PC 106 on retro? Oh, yes. 106, the category where you have to not die. The deathless category. Oh, yeah. I think Reed's recommended like a skipless category, and like I could almost see that if there were just like a few more skips than there are. Like, if, like, more than half the run had skips, I could see skipless being a thing. Anyone that plays 106 either Dementor or Genius. Or they just really like Crash 4. I think 106 can be fun if you really enjoy speedrunning Crash 4. Because it's just a lot of Crash 4. Okay. I like the part where I didn't get a spin. No, you're Texas. One 106 and Crash 4 is a lot. Wow. Wow. I don't know. I've actually never really been a completionist outside of Crash and like Spiral 1. So Crash 4's full completion being really annoying didn't bother me all that much. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. Game's still fun. I didn't actually 106 Crash 4 until like 6 months after the game came out. Alright, I'm gonna hug. I think when they released the game on PS5 and I upgraded it to PS5, that's when I 106'd the game because I couldn't be fucked to do bears repeating and building bridges on PS4 original. Fuck that shit. Okay, I guess we're just not getting cuddle skip this run. Because Coco decided to bounce on a crate. Did an ACG casually for your first ACG run. Reasonable. The first time I ever 100%ed Twin Sanity was in a speedrun. It was a race. I hope I get the sub 5 because I don't want to do this tomorrow. My hands need a break from anything OG. At the very least, I need a break from 1 and 2. I just can't play either of those games anymore for long term. Box. I'm an idiot. I've ever done a Duels of the Roses speedrun on stream before? No, I played it casually on stream a few months ago, and I was considering picking it up as a side speed game, but I never got around to learning it. It'd be fun to do. That game was really fun when I replayed it. I'm glad that game's nostalgia held up. Like, Duels of the Roses was like just as fun as I remembered it being, with the exception of Mai. Fuck Mai. That fight was garbage. Everything else was fine. Yeah, like, you forgot a box. I'm like, no, you. Assuming I'm not doing this again tomorrow, which if I get sub 5, I'm not. I might try ACG with triple spin route tomorrow. See if, because again, like the last time I tried that route, the pacing felt better. So maybe it'll make me less of a raging rage monster when I play it. But if not, I guess I'm moving on to Twalk or something. I don't fucking know, dude. Oh, yeah, Pegasus is dumb also. 411. That's weak. We go for the 511. You throw Twin Sanity into that shit. I was the first person to do a 511, which means I had 511 record for about a week, and then Rex did his run. Rex is good at Twalk, whereas I am not. Granted, Rex isn't that great at Twins, but he's better at Twalk than I am at Twins. At least at the time that I did stuff, so. Not fucking dead. Miss Rex. Yeah. He's cool. I usually call it the pentafecta, or I just call it the 511. I've done 2 511s, and I definitely would like to do a third soon-ish. Like, I told myself that I wanted to actually be good at Twalk before I did another 511, though, because Twalk is definitely my weak point in those 5 games. I would also like to do a pentafecta at any percent, because the last time I tried that, I was not good at no DS for Twins. So I'd like to do it now that I know how to do no DS. All games max completion. That'd be cool if you could get enough people to do it. I mean, you would only need 2 people for each game. No, Rex isn't like fully gone. He's just not actively running. He streams like every once in a while. But he's not like grinding anything or grinding stream. He still pops around in the community, as far as I know, though. Hell, he could be lurking right now and I wouldn't even know. My top position in Crash is closest to first place. Are we talking placement or actual time? I think the answer is the same for both, but just curious. Well, no, it'd actually be probably different, but. Placement? I was top 3 in Crash 3 NST 108% until yesterday. So I'm 4th in that category. That's probably my highest placement in any category that I would consider serious. It's also a pretty damn good run. That run is, in my opinion, my 3rd best run ever. So, like, my best run is the 46 in Crash 2 NST, any percent on PS4. And then my 2nd best is my Twin Sanity PB. And then my 3rd best would be that 108 run. I'm one of the only 4 people with a sub 210 in that category, so. My Crash 4 runs were good for the time, but they've been very, very outdated now. Like, I'm 11 minutes behind the current any percent PB, and I'm like 15 behind the current ACG PB. Oh, that 106 Crash 4 run. That run was bad even when I said it. That wasn't record when I said it. It was like a good hour or 2 off. I don't know why that got so much attention on YouTube. I think it's just because it was a 106 run and my channel already had somewhat of a following, so it picked up steam. But that run was never good, even when I said it. I'm pretty sure I got... Of the people who finished that race, I was last. I think the only person I beat was Tacos, and that's just because he forfeit. I'm pretty sure Stefan and Abdul both finished after me, or before me rather. There was a third person in that, or like another person in that race, I think, and I think they finished before me also. I don't even remember, dude. I would be willing to do 106 again if I actually still enjoyed running Crash 4. Like, if I could find enjoyment in ACG again, I would consider a 106, but... Yeah, it was like Stefan, myself, Tacos, Abdul, and one other person. And I cannot remember who the fifth person was. Yeah, it's definitely a crazy endurance test to do that run. Yeah, because Louis Skip was crazy! I saw that from Super Sphere. I was like, no fucking way. No fucking way. Dude, the way they do Louis Skip on PC now is so wild. Relearning any percent would feel like such an uphill battle with how much it's evolved, and I'm just like, ugh. I'll just try and suffer through ACG if I play this game at all. Even though any percent's sick, I just don't want to do all that anymore. Alright, let's see if Hot Cocoa is not shit. Javi's time is insane. Javi is cracked. That man is not human. I realized like a few days ago that there was somebody else besides Cookie and Tears who had actually beaten my ACG time on PC, and I was like, oh, I'm fourth? Who was it? It was Javi. I was like, yep, that doesn't surprise me at all. Part of me like wants to switch back to PC just if I do Crash 4, just because like more competition, because nobody runs on PS5, but also like PS5 is objectively the fastest version of that game, and I'd rather just play it because of that. At least for ACG, because ACG is largely movement, and I would like my inputs to work. But for any percent, if I were to do that, I could see myself switching to PC, just because not only is it much easier on PC, like so many of the skips are like frame rate dependent, or just like they're patched on PS5, so you have to do them in a different way. Any percent, even though any percent's slower on PC, I could see it being way more enjoyable to run on PC compared to PS5. Oh yeah, I forgot KP beat me also. Damn, I'm fifth. Remember when everybody thought I was legendary at ACG, and I was like, nah, I just play it a lot. I was like, I don't think I'm that good at it. I'm just like, yeah, I put a lot of time into it, and I beat ENSG's time, but like there's still so much room to improve. And then Cookie showed up and was like, hey, look at all this time I saved. And I'm just like, I'm an old man who can't keep up with that shit. That's cool, I guess. Thanks, game. Step up my ACG game, or I could play Crash games that are actually fun. Got 'em. Yep, I love this level. Does anybody else love this level? I love this level so much. I love this crate in particular. There's a stink bug on my wall and it's annoying me. Does anything NST did right? They made these levels consistent. I don't care if they control like shit. They're consistent. And I'll take that over this garbage. I don't even think they control like shit. They just don't control as good as this. Just imagine OG jet ski controls in NST jet ski levels. Mwah, perfection. About as perfect as the 5th opening of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Get a sub 7 once. That'd be cracked. Cookie. Like, holy fuck. The fact that you have a low 7 is already crazy. Stink bugs are not deadly. Oh, well, he's gone now, so he's gonna haunt me in my dreams. They actually came and I think for the most part fixed the bug problem because they're not like crawling over all over our kitchen anymore. There's still like a few stragglers, but I didn't expect them to get all of them. They seem to have taken care of most of them, which is the issue we had, so. The only other issue I've been having is my shower sometimes is very cold, and I think that's probably just a result of living in a 12-story building on the 12th floor and showering at a time that everybody else is probably showering. Because like my shower was actually pretty warm yesterday, so I don't think it's like a consistent problem. Yeah, I'm on the 12th floor, which is hype until I look out my window and I'm just like, I'm gonna stop looking at that. Not like I have a view. I have a nice view of like the trees. If I had a view of like the city of like the cities in Northern Virginia, I'd probably look out the window more. But they fought the Bugman and they won. True. Got that penthouse suite. Yeah, totally. I don't mind living on the top floor. I thought it'd be annoying to move everything up, but everything by elevator was like mostly fine. The biggest issue was Roaming's box spring for his bed didn't fit, and our mover was not happy about that. Everything else fit though. My couch fit. That was great. Yeah, I think like I would guess if anything, everybody showers in the PM, and I shower in the PM. I used to shower in the AM, but I would always run late for work. And also, I realized I care less about being presentable at work where nobody sees me anyway, compared to being presentable on stream where everybody sees me. Also, I give more of a shit about this. So, yeah, 24 is a lot. Like, yeah, fatigue is definitely a huge factor for a run that long, Cookie. I feel like I would freak out if I lived on the 24th floor. That's just terrifying. 12 was already like I would prefer not, but there's no other openings. So it's not bad though. I don't mind it. Yeah, and like it doesn't bother me at all. Like I wouldn't be able to tell I'm on the 12th floor unless I looked out the window, and like I'm not spending my days looking out the window. So It's fucking weird and terrifying. I like how I jumped over him. Our elevators are fine. I also feel like as far as like allergies and breathing, like while I'm still like a little stuffy, it's way better here than it was at my old place, which I didn't believe that my old place was just like really dusty. I like how I didn't make that cycle because it dropped my spin. Like how I almost took a hit there. That sucks, Matt. Mike. I think I could say. I have 15 people with ACGs. Yeah, I like that ACG has become very active. Even if it pisses me off, I'm glad the category finally has gotten like attention. Especially because I feel like I played an early role in everybody hating it because I was like, ACG's so bad, blah, blah, blah. And then I actually learned, I was like, oh, this category's pretty cool. And now I'm just like, ACG's so bad. I really think I just need to sit down and just like suck it up and acknowledge that I'm gonna have bad runs in ACG and just like push through it. Like right now, I feel like my mindset with ACG is the same mindset I used to have for 105, where I would just get mad at every little like micro thing, and then it would just snowball out of control. I just need to learn to handle it. Granted, like Crash 4 is closer to 2 than it is to 3 in terms of how the run pans out, but I definitely have lost my patience for the game and I need to get it back. Yeah, I think I just have to sit down and like actually see what like you and Tears and KP do now, because it's clear that I'm just very outdated. Just not sure if it's something I want to invest doing at the moment. That's cool. I tried. There was an attempt. How do you just jump into the nitros and not lose masks? It's timing. What I try to do is like I try to land on them, and then like right when I land on them, I press X to jump off. And you can actually dodge their hitboxes in Crash 3. And Nitro hitboxes in this game work the way TNTs do, where they expand, which is different from 2, where they just kill you immediately. And it's really useful in a lot of levels. Doubleheader is the first place where it's really useful. It's also wow. Fucking fat fingered R1 and almost ate shit for it. It's really useful in Gone Tomorrow and Flaming Passion also. Yeah, in NST it's a little different. You want to like graze the explosive in a specific angle as opposed to jumping directly on it usually. And then 4 you just like land on it while it's bouncing and just get lucky and it doesn't kill you. The thing with the Nitro bounces in 3 is that for the most part they're very consistent. I don't know how consistent they are in NST because I never learned them, but in 4, as far as I can tell, they're fairly random. You just land on the edge of the Nitro, true. I don't remember what level was after Doubleheader. This game is so shit. In all fairness, though, I think that was the first actual like big mistake in the run. Like, this actually has been a pretty good Crash 3, as far as I can tell. I guess that and not getting either cuddle skip were like the two big things. Everything else has been largely okay. Gross. Alright, have a night cookie. Or morning, whatever time it is for you. Have I played the Ratchet games? I have not actually. Never had them growing up. Just never felt like buying them. I almost bought Rift Apart, but ultimately didn't. Crazy, Mike. I really need to actually play Astro's Playroom. I had a PS5 for over a year now and I've yet to do that. I've heard Astro's Playroom is really good. Only they knew that speedrun is actually not supposed to be written as 2 words. Perfect. True. Funny thing is, I think the Astro's Playroom speedrun using activity cards is how Roscat thought to use the activity cards in PS5, and that's how we discovered that PS5 was optimal for Crash 4. I was about to say, if we actually got that. Okay. The first half was honestly really good. I just need the second half to follow suit. I'm not dead, so I'll take it. Thank God I got that before the water started to rise. Oh, I think if I didn't jump, I would have died. Yeah, 3 Aku Aku totally protects me from a hole. I like how it breaks one of those crates but doesn't hit me. Blast ratio, not blast radius, blast ratio. Scuffed. Oh. Mm-hmm. Cool, man. Cool, man. Surprised I got that. Oh, at least I didn't get the one frame. Alright. This is where we deviate from the route immensely. I don't have splits, I can get away with this. Yo, Hangman. Yeah, I really like the OG version. I like the Instant Trilogy version also, but the OG version I've grown really fond of as a run. And in general. Yo, Groovy. Yeah, no, look at that Crash 2. Actually the worst run I've done in a long time. Literally everything between like the beginning of Warp 3 and Piston went wrong in that run. Except for like the bear section. That was okay. And then the Crash 1 really wasn't that great either. The Crash 1 was honestly mostly fine, but I probably lost like 3 minutes in Sunset or something. Maybe not 3, but I definitely lost at least 2. And then I failed CP skip, and then died in Lights Out. So. Yeah, Crash 1 and 2 weren't that great, and Crash 3 is carrying mad hard right now. We caught the PS1 this winter off of buy and sell. Was the best purchase you made in a while. Nice. Alright, ski craze, please. Believe in the ski, hopefully. We shall see if the ski is free. Yee. Bro, what was that? Really glad I let go for that. anything was gonna go wrong. This is still extremely doable. Everything else about it was so flawless. This is where I would insert a comment of why can't I do that when I'm on PB pace, but honestly this might still be PB pace, so... Nothing so far has been egregiously bad. That would lead me to believe that PB is impossible. But you know, we are entering Future Frenzy. Yeah, I mean, by the time I got to the Nitro detonator, I really wasn't that concerned. When you reach a certain point, if everything has gone well, then, like, you have to, like, really fuck up the end for it to, like, be bad. Or for it to fail. Okay. That's okay, I guess. You know, I didn't want the triple. Who wants that? Fuck you. I didn't even know you could do that. Bless. Yo, Valen, thanks for the good luck. We are getting carried very hard by Crash 3 right now. My PB is 5 flat 17. Yeah, that's why I said probably. Yeah, no, the Crash 1 run, I lost about 6.5 minutes to my PB. Like, the run honestly wasn't terrible, but I died in Sunset Vista, and that was probably the biggest killer. Crash 2 was horrendous. I lost, like, so much time in the middle of the run. Basically, almost everything in Warp 3 and 4 went wrong, and then I also died in Piston. So I ended up, like, losing 7 minutes in that game. But this Crash 3 has been really good. There hasn't been anything particularly bad in it so far. The worst thing is, like, I think I died and didn't get triple in high time, but it was still, like, a pretty small death. And then I missed both Cuddle Skips and Midnight Run, and that's about it. Did I say Crash 2 is the hardest? It's hard to say. I think Crash 2 has, like, the most consistent difficulty execution-wise because of how fast-paced and frantic the run is. And it's definitely, like, the one that I think is the easiest to snowball. Well, that and, like... Nah, I'd say Crash 2 is probably the one that snowballs the hardest for me. I think Crash 2 is the most consistently difficult, is the way I would best describe it. Dude, what if the crate broke? First. Forgot how nice it is to not have splits while you're playing Crash 3. Just like super chill. Like I know what levels went really wrong, so. But having a sum of best that's like actually accurate is also really nice for Crash 3. Yeah, man, the tuba putting in work. Wow, that was really fast. What the fuck? That's a really good phase one. Hello, Julian. Favorite boss fight? Same. Second phase was a little slow, but overall pretty good. Yeah, it's so hard to hear the song while the SFX are playing. Alright, sounds good, Violent. Thanks for the good luck. I have to do an ACG run with Bighorn Energy just because you redeemed that, and I actually just like didn't refund it, so I just kind of have to do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Assuming this subs 5, which as long as the last warp room isn't a complete train wreck, I feel like this should probably sub 5. I definitely can go for like sub 450 in this run, but I'm not gonna do that tomorrow. I really don't want to put my hand through Crash 1 and 2 again. I think that was probably part of why Crash 2 was so hard, is that I was already fatigued from Crash 1. Last warp room and rings of power. That's all we need. Yo, Paraman, thanks for the good luck. Damn, Mark, you were one off. You alright? How's C3 going? Very well. It is carrying this run. How are all the games going? Crash 1 was mostly good, but I died in Sunset, which was pretty bad, and I also failed Cortex Power Skip. Crash 2 was terrible. Crash 2 was actually the worst run I've done in a while. Alright, man. Got it. Start learning 117 after this? Possibly. I never said immediately after. Got him. And an indeterminate point in the future, maybe. What's the 1 million bread reward for 117? Oh god. I'm still not ruling it out, but there's some crash things I want to get done first. Like, there's some crash things I want to do before I consider Sprashfecta or anything non-crash. I will say I am largely reaching the point where I'm pretty satisfied with everything in OG, like PS1 games for Crash. 117 Spyro 3. And it's long. Bug light, orange asphalt, mad bombers, rings of power. Unless I forgot something, which I hope I didn't. I made sure to remember deep trouble and dynamite. Remember Toad Village. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did. I distinctly remember Toad Village Rock. Mark, you're just off today. 68 and 88 is just big sad. Yeah, I'm not terrified. You are. Whenever I get to like warp 5, I'm like, oh my god, we're so close to the end of the run. I have so much time to save, and then like 5's actually like long as shit, dude. Yep, big kite. is the last bongo blob of the run, too. God, if I missed that, I would have been sad. Oh, fuck my ass, dude. And they're gone. I honestly couldn't tell you how good that was. I don't know if that was good or bad. Syntax. Mark, you sound like someone who's just like going on and on about their glory days. I once won 11 times in a row. Here comes the Crimson Gin. Please break. Frick. Bro, this fucking... That took way too long to break. I didn't even know you could fly that well. Yeah, this is really bad. I lost like 17 in that relic. So I'm gonna call with Ted. Or Josh. I really can't gauge what pace this is on until I do Rings of Power. I want to say this isn't a 209 pace, but it could be 210. Yeah, Platt's pretty fucking generous in Mad Bombers. Yeah, I don't think this is a 210 or 209. Maybe a 210. I'm not sure. At least we get to end on this level. I love ending on the Rings of Power. It's like one of the biggest things that makes me sad about doing all of Warp 6 at the end is that you don't end on Rings of Power. I think this is going to be a 210. .210 or a really low 211 would be my two guesses. Actually, it might be a really low 211. Get in the fucking... Oh, hey! 69 lives. Nice. Well, this is definitely a sub 5. We can guarantee that much. If I like go lightning fast in this fight, it might be a 210. That or I just can't do math, one of the two. I may have underestimated or overestimated how long this fight takes. Let's see. Or I just really can't do math. I think it might just be that I can't do math. Yeah, no. I can't do math. No, this was always safely in 210 range. Never mind.
What can I say? I'm a natural.
Cool. Fucking carried by Crash 3, dude. Holy shit. That is a PB in both 305 and 105.
He cannot be! Not a prisoner of time again!
The time twister machine could not hold itself together. We were lucky to escape.
Give me the mask! With it I shall take over the world! Come on!
It is difficult to say what has happened to our enemies, but I doubt we will see them for a long time.
That is a Crash 3 PB. Hi, YouTube. Run it back? No. Yeah, no, that I stepped the fuck up during Crash 3. Like after that Crash 2, I was so tilted, and then that Crash 3 was just so good. I missed bopping Rex by 7 seconds. That fucking Mad Bombers, dude. That Mad Bombers would have done it. Huh. That was a run. Where does that put me on the 305 board? Where is this? Huh? That actually moves me up on the 305 board also. That puts me above White Paws. I could definitely get top 3 in... I could get second in 305. Yeah, how'd it go? Crash 1 was not... Crash 1 was like okay at best. Crash 2 was horrible, and Crash 3 was great. Crash 3 was a PB.